There aren't many these days who can tell you much about the Bataan Death March, but it's scorched on the minds of those who were there.
I stay awake a lot of times at night thinking about it.
In the early months of 1942, a tragic miscalculation by U.S. commanders in the Pacific allowed the Japanese to overrun the Philippine Islands. During the evacuation, thousands of American and Filipino soldiers were left behind. No supplies, little food. April 9th, troops of the Imperial Army forced the starving Allied soldiers into a 10-day march to a Japanese prison camp 62 miles away.
There was just nothing to eat. We didn't have anything.
Sergeant Brown Francis Davidson was only 19 years old.
Especially on the death march, I got fed once, over 10 days.
As they marched through the jungle heat, the brutality of the Imperial soldiers was beyond comprehension. Stragglers were intentionally run over by tanks and trucks. Those who tried to drink from streams and puddles were bayoneted, beheaded. If you stopped, you died.
They'd kick you or try to hit you with their gun butts. So you stayed well off the side of the road, and you got a rope. They run over you. I have cried maybe half a dozen times during my life. I was taught not to ever cry. And the first time was when Bataan.
600 to 700 American soldiers and up to 10,000 Filipinos died along the march. But there was more to come. At their destination, Camp O'Donnell, the men began 3.5 years as prisoners of the Japanese. Malaria, dysentery, beriberi, many starved to death.
There was no medication, there was hardly any food, and very little water. They had one spigot.
But sometimes, even in the depths of human depravity, there are miracles, tiny ones. The year before the march, Sergeant Davidson's mother had sent him a small leather-covered book.
The Japanese confiscated everything. And when they come to this book, they'd want to know what it's about, and I'd say, well, it's my form of religion, Didn't speak English, but I'd go like this, And they let me keep it.
Incredibly, it survived the death march. It went on to survive 3.5 years of prison camp.
And there's Japanese stamps in it showing that I was allowed to keep that.
A bracketed verse, a psalm by the ancient King David. He is my refuge and my fortress. In him will I trust.
I get emotional thinking about it. I hate myself for it.
Sergeant Davidson loaned the book to a fellow POW. On a back page, that friend wrote, "Mother Davidson, thank you for giving this book to your son. It has strengthened my spirit too. I shall never forget."
It was that inner faith and knowledge that put it through.
Some things in war are tough to explain. Some are impossible. This is Ward Lucas.
Lights will guide